Okay, now obviously we're gonna go ahead and actually spectate this guy. He looks pretty cracked. This guy's if you're early into the gulag there, sometimes bad things can happen. But then you never know what happens at the beginning of a game. So this guy's clearly he's a really good player. He might be the best player ever, and he killed me. So now we're gonna really get a great gameplay. He could be hacking. True, this could be a hack or crack. We'll see. I don't know. I mean, let's see how he gets his come up though. The nice thing is on this map is they're very quick to drop the first loadout now, so we can get an idea of what he's running as well. Which is always, I think, some of the most interesting info is what are the builds that people use. Looks like he's on M&K. Definitely could be. Even that little movement there. Part of it was really steady. But no, I think you're right. I think he's M&K. Yeah, even that little left flick there. Oh, glass break right up ahead. Second floor. Right on him. He's using a shotgun. This guy killed me! This bot killed me, dude! He was a bot the whole time! Alright, now following it with Roscoe. Floor loot, Arma, out of here. Get his loadout going. Let's see what he's got. Arma, nice. He is running Serpentine Combat Scout as well. Most of the better players are not sniping anyways, so yeah, there you go. UGM with it. UGM is one of the top guns for sure. He's clearly a bot, and I let him win that one, actually. The guy in the gulag, yeah, I let that guy in the gulag kill me, guys, actually. Oh, here's footsteps. Oh, here is it on the left. It looks like he's also using auto attack sprint. I think that's a lot more common on controller, though. The other bot picked up he picked up a gulag entry. Maybe he'll be back. Guy up top gets the crack. He didn't push for the finish. Good thing with Roscoe's build, the Arma, a lot of these Vanguard SMGs, you move so fast. Combo with Stim, you can get out of there very quickly. This guy got another crack on him, but he doesn't go for the full out. Push. He's going for a replay. You heard right above him. I mean, he could go for the put. Yeah, he could go for the outside stairs push. Pop the door. Go for it. Go something crazy. I think he's left. Yep. He wins that. So that was a case where this guy up top should have taken advantage of the opportunity that he had and just pushed this guy out once he heard him. He gave him an opportunity, and that's good. Roscoe took advantage of it. That was a good play. Especially when that guy's not moving and you see how passively he's playing it, then that's how you can make a big play on him. He's got to get his replay up, though.
Justin Hinsmith, also welcome to the squad. Brady Mountaineer.
Uh-oh, beamed out of this cross. Got a stammy could pop, doesn't need it, though. Close enough to cover, plenty of cash. I don't even know if he focuses on getting this contract done or if he just gets the zone. Push the building. Oof. That guy was just coming off his heartbeat sensor too, so he knew where Roscoe was. That was hard timing. Fortunately, he does get the stim off. Only has one plate though, so it's going to be a big deficit. That was second floor shooting at him. I don't know if he saw that on the radar. It's right above him right now. Here comes the push. Great slide. Great play. He did everything perfectly correct there. If he had the plates, he would have won that. That's just unfortunate he didn't have the plates from the fight earlier. He couldn't full reset like Pure JK. Got the full plate reset. Lost the plate. Can't go now to another full plate reset, though. He was playing good, though. He was playing very good. Sometimes it's not the better player that wins the engagement. 3 kills on board. Pure also running the Growl. 3x Growl. Not the one I usually like. I didn't see what his secondary was. It must have been a close range submachine gun though to push like that. And to be fair, he did hit some good shots. A Marco. I haven't seen this one in a little bit, so this is kind of exciting. Still very good gun. They've tried to nerf that Blixen. Arma, they've tried to nerf them, but they're still just those Vanguard guns with the movement speed you get from it are just crazy, man. Yeah. Gets the recon mission up here. What's crazy is that recon really is one of the best contracts in the game.
Requesting recon.
But sometimes it's hard to pull off, and obviously you don't get kills. It doesn't look flashy, so you know, nobody really goes for it. But if you know where the game ends, like, bro, it's like foresight, right? Like how it's such a massive advantage because everybody has to come to you, and then you have to rotate from there. Like, or the zone's gonna pull. You are on the edge of the zone that matters, and of course he's just dead right away. Well, what are you gonna do about that? Cooper coming out from Dryo PP. Wow, that was some bad timing. I don't know why he's... Oh, he had another mini box there. Tons of cash. Yeah, I guess that's the drawback to the recon, though. You literally shoot a flare up and people know exactly where you are. Although I would say, back on Verdansk, I knew where all of the recon missions were. Because like they always spawned in the same spot, right? Like if you saw a flare go up, it always was from the same spot of where that recon mission was. I don't feel like as many people do recon missions on this map because I don't know where any of them are. I rarely see the recon missions go up. But it is valuable. Like, we now know the next zone's going to be over here. So if you were to position up over here, it gives yourself that extra zone advantage, make it into the end game, win at the end game. Don't just do a blind airstrike, bro. Don't do it.
Target for strike.
What are you doing? Why? Why do people do this? I see this happen so often. What are they doing? You're not just going to randomly kill the bounty. I'm sorry. People are not as bad at this game as they first were. They're not as bad as you at this game, Dryo, okay? They're not going to just stand there and die to an airstrike.
Setting rally point.
I guess he wanted to get a UAV, but still, I would rather just leave the airstrike on the ground,
Moving
go
on
buy
enemy.
a UAV, leave it there, man. Because you give your position away on the map, it pings you. If there was somebody who happened to... The thing is, I've died to this so many times where I call it in, and then there's some dude that's right next to me that just hits me in the back of the head. Because it's not even just like where you shoot a suppressed gun and it's like, oh, they're in that direction. It is, they are exactly right here above you or below you. You could figure out where they are and then just pounce on them. And I've done it to so many people too that it's like, all right, sick. I've won a lot of 1v1s like that as well. And he's dead. I mean, just, you know, there it is. Oh, but we're back. He's got a token. Now he lost a bunch of his cash buying a double UAV and still dying. He's got to get back to his loadout here. And he still has the Gulag token, too. So he is not out of the game. He's going all the way back for his gear here, though. Zone's closing it out. He's not going to be able to make it all the way back to here in time, I don't think. I don't know what he's even going for. I mean, it's an interest... Like, he doesn't have the cash to even use the station. Now he's got to rotate from zone, and he popped the UAV. He knows there's 3 people up ahead of him here, plus the Ghoster who was behind that flanked him out, and he didn't even land on his gear. I would say if you're in that position, it's either floating and waiting for your free loadout, which is not going to happen, or, I mean, I would have just dropped in, maybe on the scav contract, try and get that done. Go for a reset, especially if you know it's a hot area here. He's going into where 4 known shooters were. Could work out for him, by all means. There's a plate to his left he didn't pick up there, but, I mean, could work out. I think this is just a much higher risk, lower probability win play. And who would have guessed? The exact guy who killed him kills him again. I mean, surely nobody spectating the game could have predicted this predicament of difficulty to occur. UGM on board. Den. This has been a very popular one. I think this is the UGM. Got the 3 to 6x on it. which was recently nerfed. Now that has a glint on it, too. Not as much recoil control, etc. Still good optic, though. Still very clear. We got a baby monitor. We got a heartbeat sensor user. Now, the question is, I feel like most of the time when we spectate people using heartbeat sensors, which is a lot of players, they don't use it very well. I'm interested to see how well he utilizes it, as now we got a shooter on hill going downhill. I like this rotation. He's running the Milano! What is happening? Don't take the shots. Just rotate. Don't take the shots. You're not going to kill him from this range. Good. Smart decision. Because if he goes for shots, he's got to land like at 10, 15 shots with this gun. It's a very fast fire rate gun. Hard to control from that far away anyways. Unless he's using burst, which is totally another story we don't need to get into right now or I'm going to lose my mind. But makes a good call there. Close the distance. Still got the element of surprise. Make it into zone. Pops the beat, but doesn't rely on it. Doesn't stay on it too long. That is a pretty common spot people hide in. The buy station's right there, and sure enough, cluster strike just got called in exactly on that buy station. Excuse me. Precision airstrike. Now he can go for shots. Go, 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 go. Beauty. See how this guy is completely out in the open. He has zero chance of even pulling back to cover. Plus, he's in a good kill range to where he can control the recoil. I mean, that's like 40, 50 meters that shot was, probably. Way better of a kill window. And no cover to utilize. Well done off of this. Great timing and decision-making here so far. 4 kills on board. I think the guy that guy was shooting at is probably dead from behind. But he's still checking his 6 to make sure nobody else is coming in because there was a firefight there. But because the firefight ended and this guy was running this direction, I would presume that this area is safe. But I still like him checking the back until zone all the way locks. Sure enough, got a ping. That's a little bit more off on the right here. I don't know what the delay... I don't know what his hesitation was on that shot, honestly. He saw him. He had it perfectly lined up. He didn't take the shot. I'm actually not sure why he didn't take the shot there. Especially, the guy was looking at him. They're looking at each other. Maybe he didn't believe what he was seeing. Maybe he was looking up at the TAC map instead of looking at his screen. Or I don't think he had the heartbeat sensor out there. This is extremely low probability of winning right now. The Zone 5 come up. So this is what I just did in my last solo game that I played. I'd probably give him a 10% chance of winning. When I came back, somebody shot me out of the sky, cracked my armor, and I had to get a comeback from it. It was an insane game, but this is going to be... Yeah, this is going to be hard for him. I think his best place is just go full YOLO send on a loadout. He could do the scav run contract as well, but he's close enough. At the 50-second mark of the next zone, the free loadout will come in.
Moving in.
So he just needs to wait like 10 more seconds. He could go back for his gear here as well. Plus, the rotation of the zone's not too bad. There's the free loadout. Now it's popping on the other side of the map. Relatively, if you just go full 100% send on your loadout right away, you have a higher chance of getting it, but it's still, I think this is extremely low. You saw 5 loadouts come down on the beach here. 3 come down here. This is going to be, or 2 there. It's going to be hotly contested, I would assume. Goes for Ghost loadout with the KG. Very interesting pull. This is more of an endgame scenario because he also got fully loaded on it too. So he's got a comeback class. I like this. And he manages to pull it off, utilize the trench edge zone is in. He's got a big potential here. His probability just went up to 30-40% win rate here. No way I can give him a majority win rate for sure. Just because, you know, he's still coming back, but his reset is decent. The biggest thing holding him back, actually, I might drop another 10% off, give him a 20% win rate here, is he doesn't have full plates. He needs to figure out the plate situation. Third party could be big here. Does not control the recoil well. Of course, that is like an 80-meter shot, but even still, KG's pretty manageable. He let that kick away from him. He wasn't pulling down until too late. Not that much good news because now they know where he is and he didn't get any plates yet. Somebody's already out on the boat there, which is really bad for him. And now he's under on plates even harder. There's one right there. There's a plate right ahead of you. His best chance is to get an ambush. But it's so close range at this point that
top 5, but don't get comfortable.
He might even lose the fight with the KG from close range in these trenches. Top 5, top 4, shot on the boat. They're crossing. It's hard to go for those shots. I think it was a good hold off. He needs to get a good kill shot here. He's worried about that boat, and it's pulling back to the boat as well. He's got to be worried about exposing himself. He hears a box, but as soon as he pops that, this guy on the right's going to fry him. My guess is that guy hasn't rotated yet, but actually, he might have. Because I don't think he knew Den was here. I would check my back where you just saw the guy. He sees one up at the houses, just saw moving over here. That might have been out of his FOV range if he's on console. He hasn't checked back where he just saw the guy, though. It makes me so nervous. He just keeps looking right past it. Okay, he did a little check there. I'd be a little bit more thorough and really, like, clear the area. Even rather than stand still, go over and physically look to make sure nobody can be behind. And then you could say, all right, this area is for sure clear. I don't need to worry about it anymore, especially in a top 3. But, you know what? Since it is top 3, we saw one here. He didn't see it, I don't think. He had one in the boat and one here. So I'd be looking towards the guy at the boat right now because he's on a force play out of the boat. He's got to be coming off the boat on the beach side on his left. And I think that guy we saw up here was this guy that he was shooting at. Probably just went all the way around, and we saw him there. So that's my guess on the remaining players. Shots in town, he hears that. No deaths, though. I like this side of the zone that he can utilize as long as he's in on it. Now he's looking towards the boat, but now it's too late. This guy is already positioned up somewhere, or he's dead because the kill is now out. It's a 1v1, and he heard the shots at the town. So we should know it's a 1v1 with the player back at the town. And he is in a terrible position. No plates. And does not get the zone pull. He's dead. This is just a bit too slow of a play at the end. Of course, the other player doesn't know where he is. If it was the player from here... Oh, he sees it. He sees it. And the other guy didn't see him. He's going for the... Oh, he's dead. He didn't see it. The guy didn't see him crossing. This is a massive opportunity. If he can make it to the buy station and get plates, he could win this game. Don't pick that up. What are you doing? What do you need that for, Bob? What are you doing, Bob? Just get the plates. He didn't even buy plates. He bought an airstrike. There, thank you. This is the dude who's just going to pop a blind airstrike for no reason and get himself killed, isn't it? Please don't do it, man. Please just win the game. You know where he is. You know exactly where he is. He doesn't know where you are. Get the drop on him and kill him, please. It was the same guy from earlier who absolutely stomped him. Oh my gosh, dude. Hey, well done. Well done by Camus here. I mean, I didn't have a lot of hopes for some of the guys we were spectating there. I think they just probably lacked some experience at the end game. But this guy knew exactly what he was doing. Let's get a post-game interview, shall we? Camus, what guns were you rocking their phenomenal endgame push on those last guys? You got the guy, I'm assuming it was coming off that boat. We were spectating with the last guy. You were 1v1ing there, and you actually took him out with a nice aggressive play. Did you have dead silence on your push as well? Definitely. It sounded like it. He picked up an airstrike. He was slow to utilize it. I don't know how you actually figured out where he was there. He was making some noise, so I'm assuming that you heard him and then went on for that dead silence push. Also, you could have process of eliminated that quite a bit, especially with Daddy hearing him jumping. He was trying to jump on the roof, man. I mean, what are you going to do? A little nervousness probably and a little lack of experience, but nonetheless, a GG all around, ladies and gentlemen. Give it a like. Double check. We got a ton of these videos up. New commanding officer spectating coming as well. Keep an eye out for it. Check if it's up. And I'll see you in the next one. StoneMass64, over and out. Yeah, even that little left click there. Oh, blast break right up ahead. Second floor. Right on. He's using a shotgun. This guy killed me. This bot killed me, dude. He was a bot the whole time.